So the Lagos State Police Command has warned that both motorcyclists and the passengers who defy the new ban on Okada operations in Lagos State will be arrested, according to the State Police Relations Officer, Benjamin Hundeyin. He said under the new ban of the motorcyclists in these six local government areas of the state, passengers and riders alike will be arrested. Now, until you feel it, you wouldn't really understand it. So what are your thoughts on the fact that they're going to start arresting passengers? And, you know, when Nigerians say they're going to arrest, or when police say they're going to, where are you going to put them? Arrest to where? You know, eventually you're still going to let them go, because this is part of the frustration this brings. Yes, how many Okadas can you literally arrest? Where are you going to put them? When you say arrest, what does that mean? You're going to lock them up where? Do you have space in your cells? I mean, there's just so many questions to be answered.
There's many variables to it. But one of the things that they also said when they talked about the Okada ban was the fact that there's going to be sort of like mobile courts to immediately, try them quickly. And for me, I hope it's not just end up in a jail cell. I hope it's community service. I hope that you sweep that road from the beginning to the end, you know. But it's important that passengers also understand that they are liable. Because if the Okada people cannot find passengers, they won't ply those roads. So it is our responsibility as well as, you know, those who pay for these transportation services to make sure that we're not plying the roads that have been banned. And you know, one thing is we're asking for the ban. Nigerians need to understand it's for our own good. So if you agree that it's for your own good, if you agree that the government has put this ban for our safety, for our security, then you have to understand that there's a price you have to pay.
There's some times that is just so, you just need to get to the airport. Maybe there's traffic and you're on the highways and you're like, you know what, I got to catch that flight. And Okada has come to the rescue. Like many people many people that they take that bike either from the island, from Lekki, wherever it is, and straight to Muritala Mohammed, because that's the reality of life. So in that kind of situation, there are those incidences that Okada really comes handy to help.
Yes, but I think we need to start adjusting to how other clients act. So I know she mentioned security and safety. I want to also add health. It's in this country that we take bike from bedroom to parlor, from parlor to kitchen. From kitchen, we don't walk. We don't have that habit of walking. When I travel, I trek. And I'll be panting. These people like suffer here though. But I realize that when I come back, I'm fitter, I'm slimmer, I'm fitter and everything. So also it will help us adjust. You know, Nigerians will tell you, we like African time. You have an event by 6. You start taking your bath by 6. You now do your makeup by 6:30. Event is 6. So you now, no, even with bikes. They know that I can always flag down something now and be running. Now you know that you have to be at the airport. You set out early, hours early. You plan your time, set out early. You will get there with a taxi. You can trek to the parts that you're supposed to trek before you get to the airport, and you get there in good time. So it will help us adjust some of the things that we take for granted in this part of the world, because anything goes. I can just flag down somebody and just enter and voila, I'm there. Now you know that there's no voila. Now you know that all those corral you used to take bike to, you will walk it. So it helps you set out early so you can get there. And I like the fact that, you know, the passengers would be prosecuted because we are the enablers. Every law that is failing is because somebody out there is enabling them. When you know that if I enter this bike and I'm caught, me and the bike man, we're ending up somewhere. And I also don't want those prisons. There's no space. Like you have mentioned rightly, there's no space. Flog them if you need to flog them. Find them if you need to. No, I'm just saying now. Find them if you need to find them.
Let them flog.
No, they need to flog some people. Let them sweep. They need to sweep. But let us know that this is a law. Yes, this is a law.
Let them clear the beaches.
That everybody
and give them a special
comply.
suit to wear.
Oh,
you know,
yes,
make
orange color, bright.
Orange, you know,
neon or yellow.
Something like that. We know that it offenders, motorcyclists offenders.
Yeah.
Let it
stand out.
I'm telling you, because when I say flog, the reason why I say flogging is important, because Nigeria, we are sick. The truth is that we are not well. And the truth is that we need some iron hand, because if we compare ourselves to others abroad, they're equally sick. But our own people, we need some discipline. Because people, when you see this bike rider sometimes, you think to yourself, are you using your brain? You know, so, but in this, let me come to your thoughts on this. The fact that the passengers are going to be equally liable on this. What are your thoughts on it? Do you agree with you, or do you think we shouldn't go that way?
There will be abuse of power. There will be abuse of power. There will be many innocent people who will get arrested just because they climbed on the bike. There are many people whose life will be derailed for a long time just because they climbed on the bike. And there will be people who will have to bear the consequences of the angry law enforcement agents in front of them. You see, at the end of the day, I feel strongly that we must tilt away from punitive to corrective. Like the goal is not to arrest as many bikes as you see on the road. The goal is to ensure there are no bikes on the road. If that's your goal, then you are preventive. At the junction, anywhere after these streets, you must not pass it. So there is enough awareness before you get to that place that you cannot pass this area. This is another local government. Okada must not pass there. Every local government has security men that wear uniforms and collect these monies from Okada men on the road. Those same people can be made to say, Okadas, you are not allowed beyond this location. We must move away from trying to punish people to correcting them, because you think they're not using their brain. They've never been taught to use their brain. They've never been taught to use that. They're not even aware the brain can solve problems for them. They've always been taught that disobeying gives value and brings money. So if you want to change people that you never educated and you are expecting them to live to a standard of those that are educated, it is wrong.